What is up, everybody? It is Rodak from Rodak's Revival, and for many of people out there, Gatorback Cycle Park is a place where dreams come to live and die. Each year, thousands of amateurs from across the nation come to compete at Minios, looking to get the best results as possible to try to land themselves a ride. But for me, that's not really the case. What's up, guys? We are back. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. Hope Santa brought you everything that you could have wanted, but I raced the Minios this past weekend. I did the 450 class, a 250 class, and the 125 classes. When they say you can sign up for as many classes as you wanted, I did all of them naturally. So big shout out to CCRL, as they were the ones who put this on. That is Coast to Coast Racing League. And yeah, over the next 3 days, you guys are gonna be seeing the motos from that. So how it worked was there was a 15-minute qualifier, and that decided if you made it into the A main, the B main, or the C main. Once qualifying was done and you knew what main you were in, it was time to go do motos. Now this was a 2-moto format, so the first moto was always on the motocross track and the second moto was on the supercross track. So you're getting a mix of both in there, and I did like how that was formatted. So how I'm going to post them over the next 3 days is I'm gonna do the 450s first, the 125s tomorrow, and the 250s for last, because the 250 was my absolute craziest race, coming from behind in last place and just riding like an absolute madman. I have never rode like that in this game, but you're gonna have to stay tuned for that one because I feel like that was my best race, but all of them were super jam-packed because there was a ton of riders. No matter where you were at on the track, you were battling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys my fastest qualifying time, and then we're gonna jump into the motos. So without further ado and without any more yapping from me, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so here we are for 450 qualifying, and this is gonna be my fastest lap that I ran in the qualifying session. So check it out. Alrighty guys, so we end up coming around with a 146.5. Not great. I know that's not great, but initially coming into this, I was only going to race the 250 class, but I decided, you know what, we're gonna sign up for 2 other classes literally the day of. So the 450 absolutely felt like ice on here, and I was not comfortable yet in qualifying. I do get more comfortable in the race, but that was the reason for the time. Ends up getting me 24th overall, so we're in that A main. So let's jump over to that and get these motos started. So here we are in the moto number 1 on the motocross track, and we're in the A main. I don't know what to expect. I know that I qualified like 24th out of like 30 something, so not great, but I know people can go down and whatnot, but let's get it. Gonna sneak up the inside of all those people that go down right there, and we're off to a pretty mid-pack start. Dude's just going off the track everywhere, and I'm like, all right, we're not in a bad spot here. Then I make a mistake, and I don't want to come back on because I know everyone's going outside. I don't want to be that guy, so I wait and lose, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 positions right there just because I don't want to be that guy that's just rushing to get back on the track. I'll be respectful, and yeah, just resume my race from there. Now right there, I tried to give that dude space, and I scrub off the track, and I go down. That frustrated me. Look at all those positions just go by me. That was a dumb part. That was a dumb move on my part, I should say. By the way, I asked in my last video if you guys wanted to see full motos or if you wanted me to condense them. You guys all unanimously said you wanted to see full motos, so you're getting the full motos of every single one of these motos here in Minios. Now, I was a little out of my element here because, you know, in pub lobbies and stuff like that, you get back into the 18th, 20th spot, you don't have a lot of people on you, but man, it was like no matter where I was at on this track, no matter what position I was in, there was a battle. I almost do the same exact thing again. Somehow we save it right there, and I would have been so mad at myself because I hate making the same mistake twice. I'm gonna let Giro go by right there because I kind of cut from the outside rut into the inside rut, so don't want to race like that. Just gonna let him go by. Then we're gonna go down. That dude was going so slow. That's just unfortunate. I should have read it better, but we're gonna drop another position right there just due to someone else's incompetence. Almost front tuck right there. So right now it shows me in 21st due to cuts, but I was like, I didn't expect to win or even be in the top 10, to be honest with you, but I want to get top 20 at least. me and this dude have just been going at it for a few laps here, and in my head, I was just thinking, like, never have I ever had to try so hard in this game to not get 20th place. It was a different level that I just wasn't used to, and it was a great lesson for me. Unfortunately, that was one of the most embarrassing things for me. I just got a crazy kick on the back whenever I hit that braking bump. I go flying over the berm and I hit somebody else and possibly ruin someone else's race. I am so sorry to whoever I hit. I felt so bad in that moment. I was like, I can't believe that I did that. That was one of my more unfortunate times here in MX Bikes. So I find myself with my old friend here again here at the end of the race, and we're still going at it. So here we are, last lap. We are currently in 18th place. Got to try to get these few positions in front of me. So it shows 15th over there, but we're actually going to end up getting 16th in that moto, which I was completely happy with. I think there was 30 or 32 guys in the race, and we were going to come away 16th. So basically middle of the pack for the A main, for the fast guys. I am absolutely going to take that. And yeah, I don't need to yap too much. These motos are super long. So let's go ahead and jump into moto number 2, Supercross. So here we are, moto number 2. We are on the Supercross track. I know it's about to get crazy in this first corner. We're just going to try to see the best that we can do, see if we can try to be middle of the pack again. I get off to a great jump, but then ultimately, like MX Bikes always goes, you just absolutely get killed on the start. We got some work to do. It is just absolute chaos, and at this point, I'm just trying to survive. Unfortunately, I don't know whose fault that was, but either way, I guess it's my fault because I went down, and all those positions I got, gonna have to get them right back. Now for me, I'm just chilling behind these guys because I knew exactly what just happened right there was going to go down. Each one of them were going to just fall person by person, and that was just how this game seems to work, especially in Supercross with the tighter track. So just kind of bide your time. That's my strategy here, is when people get in a group, I'm not going to try to pressure that group. I'm just going to wait for everybody to fall. Then I'm gonna front tuck right there, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Luckily, I think some of the guys that were behind me went down multiple times, so I'm only gonna lose one position there, which is extremely lucky that I only lost one position right there, especially on this track. Make another mistake right there, and my bike just rolls forever. I'm like, what happened? Then I'm gonna get hit, and that's my friend. Sorry, Jolly. Like, God, I'm sorry that I ruined your race right there. Then I literally go do almost the same exact thing on the very next lap, and I'm like, all right, we gotta reel it back in and get it together. Then I make a stupid mistake right there, and the way that my crash even happened too, it just flung me so far off the track, and I think we only lost one position there again. So again, lucky we're only losing one position, but just a dumb mistake by me. I should have just, if I just let off for a half a second, that crash doesn't happen. So here goes the leader. I'm gonna get out of his way. I don't wanna cause any issue there. So he ended up going down in that rhythm section, so I'm just gonna stay to the right and let him go again. Gonna let second place go by right here as well, which it really sucked to hit the brakes and slow down right there because I had positions right in front of me, but Gotta do the right thing as a lapper. Making a huge mistake right there. That rut was so crazy. Then I go down because I saw someone crashing on that berm, and I tried to go up top and I just went over the berm. So idiot move by me. Then that guy's gonna hit me, and somehow we save it. Oh man, I don't know if that was luck or skill, but then someone's gonna run into me, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I know third place is right there, but that guy right there, that's gonna just wheelie out like an idiot, and the whoops just was flying in there. God, I hate people in this game sometimes, just idiots, dude. Now, since we were lapped, I know you see the white flag, but that is actually going to be the end of my race. And with cuts and everything, I'm going to end up coming in 16th place. We were running there at 14th with like a lap or two to go, and I totally ended up throwing it away, but that was fun. We basically went 16-16 on the day for Supercross and Motocross, so I will take that middle of the pack for my first time in an A main with some of these super fast guys. So I'll take that. Like I said, that was Minio's 450. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did. Hit that subscribe button as well, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the 125 motos. Peace.